Hello people of the internet, this is Shaky Jake, and I really need a catchphrase. You are watching Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on impossible difficulty. Previously on KotOR, we took on the Manaan street racing track and won every single race apart from one instance where I lost by about 11 or 12 seconds. And we also tried some restored content for KotOR, which was the Pazaak tournament on Manaan, and I won 2 matches before I eventually rage quit and said screw it, I need to get better Pazaak cards if I'm ever going to win it. So what I will do at some point before I get the star map for Manaan is leave this planet and potentially go back to Dantooine or somewhere else to get Pazaak cards and then go back and try it again. But for now we're going to carry on with what we need to do. So we're going to navigate our way back, which is, I can't remember which, well, I can't remember where this takes us. Let's just double check. Oh yeah, it takes us to the Sith base. Right, let's see what's in Yortal's Emporium then, assuming Carth and Jolee are with us. Yes, they are.
You got any armor plating for my spook bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Wow, that's a bit mean. You can't talk to him, but you can talk to Yortal, whose name is obscured by the lights. Hello. Let's see. Oh, you can actually ask him if he has Pazaak cards, so I might try this guy as well. Let's see. I think threatening him is a bit harsh, so I'm not here to make fun of you. I'm Red Varna. Okay, do you have any Pazaak cards for sale? Okay, so he mostly has droid stuff, which might be useful for HK and T3. Pazaak cards. You don't have any Pazaak cards! You just said you might have some. You don't have anything! Okay, let's see. Well, do you have any Pazaak cards for sale? You literally do not have Pazaak cards! Oh, Yortal. I like you, dude, but no. Okay, so as I was saying then, so this way takes us to the Sith base that we need to break into, because as you can see, if we go up and the music's disappeared, let me just bring that back hopefully. There we go. So as you can see, this is the Sith base that we need to break into at some point. It's locked to us. If we talk to the diplomat,
only people who have business with the Sith are allowed inside the embassy.
But you didn't mind me running round to your back, okay. I have business with the Sith.
Ha! We know who we have business with. If you don't know how to get in, then we don't want anything to do with you. Now back off.
I'll be going now.
Go. Stay. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander up to the embassy gates. But don't expect to get inside.
Well, I've got a back entrance I'm going to take, so don't you worry about that. But that's the plan for this particular part. What I'm going to do is see if we can find Sunry's wife and see what's going on there. And then we'll either get sidetracked with Sunry or we'll do the Sith base stuff. Because, you know, we need to do some main quest stuff.
You might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good. But I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Terrace into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win this war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
That's really poor logic. What? What? Oh, whatever. Okay, who are you then?
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
That's a poor assumption to be making. What if I didn't want to support the Republic? Oh, whatever. Right, so let's make our way out of here because we need to go and find either Sunry's wife or we need to go and do the Sith base stuff. So I shall see you when I'm at a place that I think is appropriate. Oh, and whilst I'm on the way there, let's go in the general store.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
So as you can see, that was a nice parallel to the earlier conversation with the Sith and Forak or whatever his name was. Alright, let's talk to you.
Tangi wama ji yup chiwa aita.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Tongi wama agi inko tune.
You don't have any Pizzat cards, so I'm not interested. Combat sensor, ooh, dexterity, that's quite cool. That'd be useful for Calf, but it's a bit expensive. And, oh wow, that's a really good blaster rifle, 613. Damn. Okay, so I don't think there's anything here that I need, but the stock looks pretty cool, so let's go. You?
Tyvark hates the Sith, so he's always giving us Republic soldiers discounts. I bet he gives you Jedi a great deal.
Okay, cool. So we've seen the two parallels there with the two shops, and there's another parallel with regards to the Republic recruiting and the Sith recruiting. Again, I don't know if we've already seen the Republic recruitment cutscene, but we'll find out momentarily, I'm sure. And Manaan's actually quite big. There's a lot of modules on the actual planet. So in here we got the KotOR distribution center. Let's go in here, see what's kicking. I think most of these are just random NPCs, except for this person. Where can I get a purchase permit? One does not simply... yes, one does not simply made its appearance here besides Lord of the Rings. Awesome. I just want some information. I don't have a permit. I'll be going now. Right then. So, last time I was playing this, I was talking about how I was looking forward to Star Wars Episode 8 The Last Jedi and how I've got 2 bookings to go and see it on the same day. That is still the case. It is still the 2nd of December when I'm recording, but as opposed to uploading, I don't know. Because again, it could be before or after I've seen the film. But the moment I see the film, you bet I'll be talking about it on a Let's Play part. So, oh hello, here's Elassa. This is Sunry's wife.
It is you. I need your help.
Elassa, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolee. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolee. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Elassa. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Elassa. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Okay, so we need to become Sunry's defense at some point, because if we try and go in here now, we're not going to get in. Yeah, we have to become an arbiter, basically. I'm sorry, I will be going now. Right, so we need to become an arbiter for Sunry and help his defense. Oh, and here's the Republic recruitment scene. Let's trigger that.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Right then, Republic negotiator, what do you have to say?
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Why are you hiring mercenaries?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now, excuse me. I have to continue my recruitments.
Okay then. Well, you're just going to stand there like an idiot, but that's fine with me. This traveller looks a little bit drunk, or maybe not.
Manaan may not seem very hospitable, but a surprising amount of trade runs through it because of the KotOR trade.
Ah, here's the people we need to talk to become the arbiter, so let's see what's happening here.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor, but the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I would agree with that, to be honest.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Bloody hell, 10,000 credits is a serious fine. Right, do they have anything to say?
If it weren't for the Republic, Manaan would already be under Sith control. But we haven't heard one word of thanks from the Selkath.
Yeah, you're not going to get any sort of thanks from the Selkath, they're too neutral.
One day soon, the Selkath will pay for the indignities they have inflicted on the Sith.
Wait until Darth Malak hears about this. That's basically what that Sith is saying. Right, you. I'm assuming I can become an arbiter from you. How did you know I was from the Republic? No. Perfectly legitimate. That was close. I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
Okay, so Sunry was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Elassa. He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Otto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he is being kept in a solitary holding cell. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has been informed of your appointment. Elassa was found dead of a blaster wound with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. The information has been uploaded to your datapad. It would be wise to review all information before the trial starts. Okay, so
yes,
I
but
can...
it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
Yeah, so I can read that quicker than the Selkath can say it. So we are now Sunry's arbiter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to these judges and see if they have anything to offer before I talk to Sunry. Or actually, is there even any point talking to Sunry first? Well, we'll just talk to the judges. What do you think of Sunry? Is there anything suspicious about this case? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire?
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change. You said it, not I.
I have no more questions for now. Okay, so this might be one of the more reasonable judges, if I remember correctly. So, KotOR, what do you think of Sunry? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I know it's the same questions, but is there anything suspicious? I am skipping most of this dialogue, because otherwise we'll be here all day. What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I have no more questions for now. Right, next judge, if this diplomat gets out of the way. Is there a star map on this world? Because we might as well ask you whilst we're here. I have questions about the trial. What do you think of Sunry?
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
Is there anything suspicious about this case?
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elassa's hand.
What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I want to ask you about something else, although I doubt there is. No, I have no more questions for now. Okay, 2 more judges, and then we're gonna... I think what we're gonna do is do the Sunry stuff, and then we can do the Sith base in the next episode. What do you think of Sunry? Is there anything suspicious about this case? Okay. What do you think about the Sith and the Republic? I mean, what do you think about the Republic and the Sith Empire? I read that completely wrong. Right, I have no more questions for now. Last judge. And I'm going to ask the same questions again. What do you think of Sunry? Is there anything suspicious about this case? That's normally what criminals do.
The Republic believes in justice, as do you. We just want Sunry to be fairly treated, that's all.
Oh, Garth's actually poked up with something. Good. What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? Okay, I have no more questions for now. Right then, so we can go off and... Oh, people keep getting in the way. We can go and meet Sunry now, and then what I'm going to do is go to the hotel where things have kicked off, from what it sounds like, and see what happens there. So let's go in here. Or do I need to speak to you first? Awesome. So let's go in the prison. Are you Sunry?
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Yeah, you're definitely not Sunry. I did know that, but I just thought I'd try and trick you. This is Sunry!
Jolee, what are you doing here? Elora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, Jolee? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Right then, so I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Let's go over the evidence so far.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Elassa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Elassa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Elassa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you! Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
The judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
I'll be going now.
Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Right then, so we've talked to Sunry for a bit, but we haven't got enough to realistically go on. So, Elassa, let's see what you have
I
to say.
hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
We don't actually know if he's committed it yet or not, so can you tell me anything about Sunry?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Don't worry, Elassa. I'll save him. Although that's debatable.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Okay, so we are now going to head off to the hotel, although I have just noticed there's an area I haven't gone to yet, and that is a cantina in this corner of the map. And I reckon... oh, hello. Yeah, let's speak to you. Let's see. You're a lot more friendly than most of the Selkath here, and it's truly a wonder to behold. What are you talking about? What do you want me to do? Why do you need me to do this exactly?
I'm uncomfortable with spying on the Republic, but if we could assure the Selkath that they mean no harm, then perhaps it might be worth it.
I'll look into it for you, Nico. Nilko, whatever your name is. Nilko, sorry, I got that completely wrong. So, oh, that's Gonto Yas, the Pazak player. Gotcha. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch party members for a moment because I think Canderous may have something to say here. Plus he needs levelling up anyway. So, strength is fine. Treat injury is fine. 2 weapon fighting at the master level will be awesome. Let's just get him up to what we need. And power attack. Okay, that's Canderous leveled up. Now, I might as well give Karth an implant, seeing as he's got that now. Immunity to critical hits, that sounds pretty good to me. Yes. And Canderous... actually, you know what would be better? Switch the implants round. So you can have the dexterity and you can have the immunity to critical hits. I need a shield, and Canderous I think can be useful around here.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
What do you have against the Achani and the Mandalorians?
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
That's a really specific interest. I want to ask you some questions.
Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
Do you know about the murder of Elassa?
On my will, those too weak to defend themselves deserve to die. A murder is justified if you have the strength to kill your victim. Is there anything else you would know?
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Iridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask?
I am seeking an ancient star map or some alien ruins.
Manaan has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know?
I'll be going now.
Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
Okay, so I'm actually going to switch Karth out and have Jolee back, because I can't remember if Canderous and Jolee have a conversation of their own, and if I have already triggered it, I apologise. Mandalorian mercenary.
Canderous, I haven't seen you since the Republic broke our ranks at the Battle of Malachor.
Ergeron, I see you've got some new guns to add to your collection. Times must have been profitable for you since the war.
Very profitable. When the Republic defeated our fleets, I learned a valuable lesson. It's far better to be a freelance mercenary in a war than to be a soldier for the losing side. If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslagger at the bar, or the Ajani nerf herder cowering in the corner is available.
Don't you hate the Republic for defeating your people?
I'm a realist. It was war, after all. And even though the Republic destroyed my people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak. So I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides, and make a nice profit along the way. We Mandalorians are always practical that way. Not like those bloodthirsty Iridorians or those honor-bound Achani. Or anything else you want?
Okay, what do you have against the Achani and the Iridonians?
Nothing. Except that the Achani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing in a battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They hardly wear any armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Achani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I could pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate for mercs all of a sudden.
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
They ain't saying, but the price is sure right. Of course, I haven't heard of anyone coming back, so I'm guessing the job ain't easy.
Do you know about the murder of Elassa?
Not really. They say some Republic war hero killed her. Maybe you should check out the Republic Embassy.
Do you know anything about ancient ruins or a star map?
If there ever were any ruins on this world, they've long since disappeared beneath the oceans.
And I'll be going now.
So why are you telling me? If you're going, go. I don't need a status report.
I like this guy. He's cynical, but I like him. Oh, hello. Someone else talking to me. The Sith are a blight upon the galaxy! Wow, that's really over the top. My allegiances are my own business. I like how these Selkath in here are much friendlier than the normal Selkath. What are you talking about? You want me to investigate these disappearances? I shall look into these disappearances. I shall look into these disappearances for you, Shayless. Although the missing tadpoles line is hilarious. Right then, so we got another thing here. There's loads of people.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Oh man, I thought you were going to trigger another cutscene.
You hiring for the Republic or the Sith?
Neither.
Then why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here. I can't risk missing a job offer because I'm yapping with you.
Harsh. Who are you?
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers.
Lady, I'm over here. Thank you. Let's see. I'm investigating the recent murder of Elassa.
What is there to investigate? Obviously Sunry is guilty, but the Republic is doing everything they can to keep him out of the Selkath prison. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind. You know?
Okay. I hear you Sith are taking an interest in the Selkath youth.
We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind. You know?
Man, she's really drunk. She's repeating herself. Can I join you? The next round's on me.
Sure, pull up a seat. I'll have the bartender ring us up a couple of mugs of the local favourite. It's called Phyraxian Tooth. Watch out for these. They pack quite a bite. 2 or 3 of these babies and you won't even remember who you are. Woo, that's good stuff. Might even be better than Kessel Spice, you think? Never touched the hard stuff myself.
Okay, I'll be going now.
Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs you? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
I like her. She's cool. And then I'm assuming you're for the female version.
Oh, it's you again. Didn't think I'd see you around here. I probably
what
should cut back on the drinking. But it's a good way to relax.
I don't know if that normally happens.
Sure, pull up a seat.
I don't know if that normally happens. That's quite funny. I'll be going now.
Oh, come on.
I'll skip all this. So, can I not talk to this guy at all?
Hey, man. Clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
Well, if you want one who just fell over, she's over there. Let's go. Unless I have to talk to the bartender. Do I talk to you? I'd like to see what's in stock. And there's absolutely nothing I want, so let's go. One thing I do want to talk about whilst I remember it is the fairly recent, because I'm saying fairly recent because it's been out for a couple of weeks at this point, or maybe even months, but the recent Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Xbox One port. And I have played the Xbox version of Knights of the Old Republic, not very often, and I've only done it, like once or twice up to a certain point, and it was round people's houses and things. And I never liked the Xbox version of Knights of the Old Republic 1, and I didn't like the Xbox version of Knights of the Old Republic 2 from when I briefly tested it. But I don't like what the Xbox version does with Knights of the Old Republic, so all the interface that's down here, all of this is to the right on this side, and it goes upwards instead of, horizontally. And then you've also got things like the controls I find are a lot worse on an Xbox controller than keyboard and mouse, and the graphics don't look anywhere near as good because it's on an Xbox and various other things. I'm very fussy when it comes to Knights of the Old Republic, and whilst I'm grateful that, Xbox One players can enjoy Knights of the Old Republic again, I just don't see the appeal of why you'd want to play it on the Xbox when the PC version is miles ahead in quality and controls. So let's talk to the people in the hotel. I will actually switch Calf I'll switch Canduous for Calf just to see if he has anything to say here.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Yep, that's normally how it works. You're an NPC after all. Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Elassa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. Couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
Okay, so you have a choice here of whether you want to manipulate him to lie. Do I want to do that? You could testify it happened after he left.
No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison.
Okay. I'm going to be slightly manipulative about this. You will testify Sunry left before the shot.
Yeah, I'll tell the court Sunry left before the shot went off.
I guess this is what they call working the system. Not that I'm objecting. I just hope the Selkath don't find out about it.
Now, was there anything else you wanted?
I'm doing this for your sake, Jolee. Be quiet. What do you know about Sunry and Elassa?
Elassa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
They were good friends? Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Elassa, rented a room in the hotel. Do you need to know?
Who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
What do you know about Sunry and Elassa?
Elassa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Elassa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. Couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. Sure, Sunry left before the blaster went off, so he couldn't have done it. Do you need to know anything else?
I have no more questions for now.
Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
Right then, awesome. So, we didn't get dark side points for that for some bizarre reason. So, I'm gonna take it. Because again, we're still fairly light-sided. We're a little bit lower than Calf again now, which is a bit annoying, but I'm sure we can make up for it later. So, this person I'm pretty sure you can get dark side points from. We'll nick his credits. What's this? I don't remember this option. Has this been added back in? Okay, just log out. You then. Let's talk to you.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Elassa?
Sunry I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel too. Going to Elassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
You mean Sunry was having a relationship with Elassa? Because that's really rude if they were keeping everyone else awake.
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Oh, well, Elassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
What did you see?
I didn't see anything, and there's no way you can make me say otherwise. Now quit asking.
I regret having such low charisma. Maybe if I tossed in 100 credits?
Since you put it that way. Well, one time, I saw Elassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Elassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
She was a dark Jedi?
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Okay, awesome. I think it's if you use the Force on him to do a Jedi mind trick, you get you get dark side points. So Jolee's leveled up. So again, he's got computer use. So let's just do that. Feats, and we want. I mean, I should go for toughness realistically, but I'm actually going to go for flurry. And then we'll give him some dark side powers. Why not? Let's go for... yeah, we'll go for the fear tree. And there we go. So now, let's go to the other room. And I don't know why... there's another room here, but you can never go in it. It seems a bit random. So, let's talk to the Rodian. Who has a slightly different voice from most Rodians. I have questions about the murder of Elassa. He likes saying his name a lot too. Why were you at the hotel? What did you see? What about Elassa's room? Okay. Did someone pay you to do something in that room, Glupor? Okay, so that's interesting to know. So Glupor confessed that the Sith made him plant the medal as evidence against Sunry, and Firith said about Elassa being a Dark Jedi or Sith, or Dark Jedi allied with the Sith. Laura thinks that her husband is innocent because she naturally supports him, and Ignis is going to help us basically lie to the court, which is interesting. So
yes,
Half, get out of the way.
Yes?
And can we open this door?
Got it.
And this is Elassa's room, and I think it's Elassa's room, or no, maybe that's the one that's been locked. So let's go in here and talk to this dude.
What are you doing in my room?
Man, killing him's a bit harsh. I just want to talk.
I'm too tired to enter a discussion with you tonight. You can speak to me tomorrow at the Mercenary Enclave if you wish.
I'll be going now.
Good. Leave me to my privacy.
Killing this dude seems really random. Again, I can't remember if this guy's always here, but yeah. So we've talked to everyone in the hotel. Let's see if Ignis has anything else to say before we go.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh?
Okay, no he doesn't.
Well,
let's go. Whilst we're here... Oh, hello, mysterious man. Who are you?
Jedi. I hear you're investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
Why are you telling me this?
Let us just say that I'm an interested party, and that I have concerns. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
I think so. Kinda.
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
They just give it to me?
No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
That guy is like a shade off having a twirly moustache that he curls round his finger and then he starts going yeah, but I've never understood why that man always appears after you've talked to the people in the hotel. Roland, have you got anything you can help me with?
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base?
No, because I'm going to do that in the next part.
Time is a critical factor. We cannot allow the Sith to decode that data recording, or our operations on Manaan would be compromised.
Oh, whinge. I'll deal with it when I need to deal with it. Does this large computer help me at all? Right, slice the system, and let's have a look at the data archives. Oh, hello. This doesn't look good. Oh wow. Oh man. Yep. No, that looks like murder. Yeah, that looks pretty damn guilty to me. Let's see. As an arbiter, you must defend Sunry to the best of your ability. However, you have found a data recording that clearly shows Sunry killing the Sith woman Elassa. Can you continue your role of arbiter impartially, knowing that your client has committed such a crime? Oh great, so we have a dilemma. Do we rat out Sunry and tell the courts he's guilty, or do we help him avoid getting put down, basically? Real interesting stuff, and I'm going to debate that because, again, there's many ways you can approach Sunry's trial, and it's actually one of the more grey areas in the first Knights of the Old Republic game. It's some of BioWare's best writing in the original game. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'll expand upon that next time. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.